Do you get it now?
No.
Oh, wait, it's still sending. It's almost there.
Okay, I just walked over to the screen.
Huh, it like gets to the end of the, and then it doesn't go through.
It doesn't go through.
No, I'm just gonna write it to you.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead and just read it right now.
Yeah, no, it's telling me it's not deliverable. So I just texted you the.
Hold on, I just got a meeting on this.
Yeah, but the picture isn't going through. I don't know why.
Okay, I just got the passcode.
Okay.
I hate to say that Court Junction having stopped all work on the back property here. Yeah, let's just take a walk out there. I want to show you a hole out in the back. Better be wanting to see, I'm just saying. Breaking ground. This week I was trying to take that, I didn't realize. I did get a little bit of
Hi, Gordon.
where's the ground?
I can hear you. That's me up there. I'm watching you. I can hear you perfect. Because of his phone. Hang up. There we go. You're muted. You're muted.
Okay, how's that now?
No, okay.
Perfect.
Now I can hear you. You were muted.
Microphones?
Those are the mics.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Okay.
mixing board?
Yes, so now there's a fourth mic if you think you're gonna need it.
And we have one meeting. We have one,
So-
applicant.
There's something down here, just whoever sits here, tell them not to even look at the wires.
Okay.
Because for some reason, Reggie moves something and the wire comes out and we lose sound. So,
I think
That's
there's
why I
only
couldn't
three
go
of
there.
I think there's only 3 of us tonight, correct?
Yeah,
Here?
that's why I put Michael towards the side because I wasn't sure if he was going to be there.
so Gordon,
See,
this runs the camera. You can-
oh, zoom in, yeah.
Zoom it in.
Let's keep it there.
Oh, yeah, keep it there. That's good.
Okay,
Which, so this runs the camera?
that's just for the camera.
And this is a positioning here?
Yeah, point at the camera.
There we go. Oh, home, whoops. How do you zoom in? Oh, zoom is what?
Zoom fast or slow? So,
Oh, you do like that?
a little.
Yeah, I'm going to. Just seems to. Jerky.
Perfect. You can zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Look, I feel like I'm there.
So the downside is you've all got to turn and face the camera.
Well, we are facing.
or excuse me, face the screen to sit.
When somebody's talking.
Yes.
Are applicants coming here? They're outside, I think, right? Michelle?
What?
The applicants are coming here tonight, correct?
Yes. Yep, it's
Yeah.
just the representative is coming.
Greenworks, that might have been him out there. There.
Yes, that's him.
Okay, yeah, they're out on their phone.
It's got, you don't have to do anything with them once you're set.
Well, you never know.
If you-
I just want to be in control here.
There's,
Needs to be.
there's the control.
Things can get out of hand pretty quick.
So what was that? Oh, sorry, can't hear you.
I don't have that.
I gotta get a, I leave Jackie with that one. This deals with the speaker. Here's the mouse. So when you are all wrapped up, just shut down like you would on a regular computer. Here's your keyboard. You know, so right now you're looking at a regular, it's basically like you're looking at a computer. What I think we're gonna do is I think we're gonna try to put the screen in front of the table
Yeah, the poll.
and oh, we got.
Oh, all right.
But
How
yeah,
are they doing that? How are they doing the poll?
there'll be no wait upstairs when we're done.
Right. What's it gonna be? Just records? Very little.
ZBA chairman office.
How come it's ZBA? Oh, ZBA? Me?
Yeah.
In office? I place to hide? Nobody can find me?
Where's Tills?
Over here on the floor next to me.
This water, Michelle.
Yes, it is. I'm healthy. I'll celebrate. I'll drink tomorrow when it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's as far in as it zooms, huh?
Yeah.
And Gordon, where Bill is standing, there should be a booklet that Melissa did for you guys that also step by step if you don't know what to do with the computer or whatever. Hi, I can see you right there, like you're right there. We can high five.
So here's a little checklist right here.
Checklist? Yeah.
Finish with the tea.
Chinese food. Yes, leave it. Takes two. It takes the response is a little filter skelter. Okay, we'll just see everybody's back.
So I'm thinking what we would do is lower the television or lower the camera a little bit, then put the TV out there.
Put the TV where?
You know, put the TV somewhere like here up on the ceiling. So you could watch that and have the camera still shoot.
Is this where you're doing town board meetings now?
Yeah, we've been doing it for.
Right. Shows you how much I trust you, Bill. That's why I come around.
Thank you.
I know you know how to count, you know how to take care of money. And, you know, yeah, other people might call it that you're cheap, but I call it prudent. At least some of the other boards. But you know, we haven't been complaining.
Yeah.
I don't want a budget. Why do they want a budget something?
You know, I wouldn't even care. It's actually this. Hey, Michelle, shut the recorder off.
How do I do that? Just shut down the meeting and then start it up again?
Up at the top, just hit stop.
Oh, we can mute. You can mute us.
That doesn't matter. Never mind.
Stop
Don't do
video?
it.
Stop video?
Yeah, don't do it. If something
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, we don't want to. I can mute us if you want.
Yeah.
No, I can just shut it down and then open it up again at
No,
7.
no. Leave it.
Can you mute us?
No, just leave it be.
You sure?
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about.
So did they have, did you guys have the heads meeting? I totally spaced it out. I was gonna try and get there and I went to a takeoff on Thursday. And I ended up going to Lowe's, and by the time I got home,
Seems to be working.
This meeting is being recorded.
I'm tech guru around here.
Well, it used to be,
Did a great job.
you know what, they used to call me for this stuff.
We're still tweaking it. Gordon and I were talking about what I'd like to do is I can take the TV and mount it where the pole is so that the board can see it. Because now you've got to turn. And then lower the camera so that it shoots in underneath the TV.
Yeah.
How about a 4-camera shoot? You know, we can really have some fun.
Somebody suggested wanted to know about 2 cameras. This is not 1 camera enough.
4-camera shoot and an audience. That's what.
All right, guys, have a good meeting.
All right, Bill, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Bill.
See you tomorrow, Michelle. Have a good
See you, Banana.
birthday.
Thank you.
Very good.
Man. And the update, there's trouble.
What?
Oh, you know, new software, new troubles. Music keeps coming on.
Michael, do you want to hand Marcia her folder? It's the one that's next to you.
Oh,
'Cause
where it
that's
is.
Joe's. Thank you.
Careful wires.
Oh, hi.
That's our mixing board, Marcia.
What is?
That
Oh,
little
okay.
thing there.
Should I sit on the other end?
No, sit there, because we may need you to.
Just be
cut-
very careful with all the cables on the floor.
Yes. Oh, I'm Joe Bullock here.
and, uh, Well, we have a quorum. Looks like 7 o'clock to me. Yep, right on the noodle. I'd like to call the Woodstock Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, December 8th, 2022 to order. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have a quorum. Gordon Wemp
Michael Stiglione.
and
Marcia's willing.
thank you.
Jude is on, but she's muted.
Hey, Jude.
You're muted.
I just undid it. Okay.
There you go.
Do me a favor, Jude, just unmute and pipe in if you have something, so I have to keep craning to see if you have a question.
Okay.
Okay, that'd be great. We're gonna try and move the TV someday.
I can move the table too.
We can do a lot of things, but tonight we're just gonna move forward. So with that, I would like to submit the minutes for November 10th, 2022 for approval. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, minutes are approved.
I'm abstaining. I'm
Okay.
abstaining. I wasn't there.
Okay, thank you. Are there any changes or additions to the meeting agenda for tonight? Sounds like a no. So let's move on. We have a public hearing tonight. Application of, is it Jens Becker and Yi Ah Go, as represented by Avery Nimblett, MSN Services Incorporated, 57 Cornell Street, Kingston, New York, 12401, for property located in 805 Xena Road, Woodstock, New York, 12498. A 1-acre parcel located within an R8 zoning district for a variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock. Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32A, fences, walls, and gates to allow the construction of a 120-foot long, 6-foot high fence in a front yard where only a 4-foot fence is allowed. So, and we have representing tonight, Avery is going to, we're going to let him go. We have Joseph Phillick is here.
Is
Yeah.
that Bill McKenna in the white truck that was out there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna run against him.
Why? Did he run you off the road?
I got Joe, we have Joseph Phillick here. Joseph Phillick is present.
Candidate for town supervisor.
Okay, that sounds like it's a conversation for another time. Avery, would you like to take us, give us a little presentation on this?
Sure. Is it okay if I sit?
Yeah, well, please do.
Well, you know, my client.
Just state your full name and address for the record.
Yes, I'm Avery Nimblett, MSM Services Inc., 57 Cornell Street, Kingston, New York, 12401.
Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, first of all. Thanks for taking the time out to meet me to go over this variance request. I know we all have a lot of better things we could be doing with ourselves.
Nothing better.
Well,
That's
you know,
it. Been psyched all day for us.
well, awesome.
Okay.
So I'd like to start off with the reason that my clients are looking for the variance.
Mhm.
This is a corner lot, and it's a very busy lot. It's a very busy corner with vehicles entering Xena Road off of that side road. Usually, you know, a little bit haphazard. You know, some vehicles can be fast, some noisy.
Are you talking about Chestnut Hill Road?
Chestnut Hill Road, correct. My clients recently purchased the property about a year ago, or couple years ago. I'm not 100% sure of the timeline of that, but I do know that they recently welcomed a new addition to the family, a young one, and they are now. This young one is now outdoorsy now. He's now ready to be outside, and you know they are very concerned about overall safety and privacy. They are not looking to enclose the yard. They simply want to create a safe space and a private space where they can enjoy the property and enjoy the time outside with their pet and their new child. They were also looking to you know, have a decent looking fence. So it's not an obstructive, ugly looking fence. So, you know, they went with a cedar, you know, custom built fence that has to be built on site. And, you know, they're requesting this variance because of those main concerns. And the noise factor is one of their biggest concerns also. So again, they're not looking to rent out the property or you know do anything else, but they're actually looking to move permanently there. And they're just trying to make it so that they can.
So right now they're part-time.
Right now they are in the city a bit, but they're looking to make this move here by I think by March or April of next year. Permanent.
Okay, anything else at the moment? Before I turn it over for questions?
No, I think if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the board?
So I live very close to that road off of Chestnut Hill. And that has sort of a sharp turn from Chestnut Hill onto
Xena.
Sauk Hill.
Is it Sauk? Sorry, it's Xena.
It's Sauk Hill and then it becomes Xena.
Okay.
But it's if you're on Chestnut Hill and making that right onto Sauk Hill, even without a fence, it's hard to see traffic. So have they or you thought at all about what the impact might be on the visibility turning from Sauk Hill onto Chestnut Hill and from Chestnut Hill onto Sauk Hill?
Yes, well, the fence visibility is not going to be as close to Sauk Hill Road as it is to Chestnut Hill Road. And right now, currently, the way it's laid out based on the diagrams, it's not, you have a couple of car lengths that will be able to be on Chestnut Hill Road, and you're not gonna see that fence until, so it's not like you're gonna get to the corner and then there's a fence.
We have it here, 14 feet setback from
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's set back quite a way, so, we did this
but
purposely.
that's from Chestnut Hill to the fence, right?
Correct.
It's 10 feet on Chestnut Hill, 14 feet from Sawkill to that little
Oh, I
14
see,
foot.
I see.
There's a,
Yeah,
it's completely along Chestnut Hill Road, then a 14-foot turn. That's set
Yeah.
back 14 feet from Sawkill. Road.
it's like a weird intersection there because it's
Yeah.
not
Right.
perpendicular.
Right.
You're coming around and
Yeah,
you have
familiar
to sort
with-
of turn
right.
into that.
I have a question
Sure.
for the board. I think, aren't corners at 3 feet? Is that on all roads? Jude?
I'm sorry, what are you asking me?
Dude, on corner lots, we had this one recently. Is that, aren't corner fences supposed to be 3 feet? To a certain
yeah.
length?
That's an interesting question, probably.
Oh, instead
Yes.
of 4 feet, they're supposed to be 3?
3 feet on, well, we had that on Maverick Road and across from that house that had a fence on 375. We did it just this year. And they wanted the corner fence and it's 3 feet up to a certain length and then it becomes 4 feet. Because on the corner properties, because of the visibility. So I'm
Yeah.
just curious. That's just a problem with the application, but it's.
Right.
Yeah, I can double check with Butch tomorrow about that.
Dude, did you say you wanted to take this fence? I keep
I
looking.
said I would take, I haven't had a case in a while. I said I would take this one.
Okay,
I just want to make a correction about the setback off of
Mhm.
Sawkill Road. It's actually not 14 feet setback, it's much more. The fence part that's coming, that's curved towards Sawkill Road is 14 feet section, but the setback is from Sawkill Road is about to 20-some feet.
okay.
So it's not that. And also want to bring to the board's attention that the neighbor's fence, Mr. Law, Ben Law, which my company also services property, he's completely enclosed with a 6-foot fence all the way around his property.
When was that fence built? Was it?
No, that
This
was-
was,
We're familiar with that fence.
that fence was built recently also, a few years ago.
It was repaired, but it was.
Was built before the code was established. I
Yeah.
believe.
Right, and
Correct.
we've done some work on that fence also, so
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with the fence.
Right.
I'm very familiar with the property, and there's other surrounding properties also that, I'm not here to point out other properties.
Right.
I do want, my clients to have a fierce shot at having,
No, go right ahead. Yeah,
you know.
we're not afraid of anything.
Yeah, I don't want to cause any issues for anyone at the same time, I want to make sure that,
You don't want to
everybody
rat
gets-
anybody out, no.
Well,
I want
Yeah.
everybody to enjoy the property, I mean,
No, we
I live in
understand.
Hurley and my fence is, my yard is completely fenced around. Some of you may know my yard. I'm the house on Old 209 with the white fence. You can see it on the 209, white fence and a lot of trees, a lot of pine trees right next to it. And I have a 6-foot fence and, I know
Oh, in with all the evergreens that were planted on the berm there?
that's
Sure.
my house,
Yeah, I go by there all the time.
Yeah.
I-
Actually, we did a fire up near you
It's
about a year or
always
so ago. There was
There's always something going on over
I
there.
have a question.
Sure.
You're saying one of the purposes is for the child to have a fenced-in area to play.
No, not for a fenced-in area, so that they can have some safety and some privacy.
Okay, but wouldn't a 4-foot fence, as the code is written, with plantings like trees and high bushes afford the same privacy and safety? We're
This-
talking about 2 feet for a variance.
Completely understandable. So that's a very good question, actually. And the cost factor, I looked at that for them. The cost factor to get vegetation to grow there, that will be substantially enough for them to enjoy that area. It's a little bit astronomical. And also the ability for vegetation to grow there because of there's some cover from larger trees right there. It's going to be a little bit difficult. So, I think from a cost perspective, it makes a lot of sense to be able to have that corner in that sort of, I think also we took a lot of precautions and we try to understand the area enough to have a big enough setback of the road to make sure that it's artfully placed as far as the quality of the fence, as far as the material, as far as the look of it. So I think together with all these different factors, I think a lot of consideration is being placed into maintaining, you know, a really nice neighborhood and not creating an eyesore or creating a hazard.
Right.
The way that it is constructed is not going to be a hazard. And, you know, we welcome the inspector to come out, take a look and see for themselves. You know, we took a lot of precautions so that, you know, not just the client, but the neighbors and the people passing would feel safe.
Another issue is in granting a variance for a 6-foot fence in a front yard, it's setting a precedent for other homes to request a 6-foot fence in their front yard.
That's our problem that we're dealing with. It's primarily, I mean, we're getting a lot of fences right now, just to be blunt with this. We're getting a lot of fence requests. The only thing I see this providing actually, because sound, it's minimal. Plantings, of course, are going to do much more for sound than 2 extra feet of fencing. Fencing is a little, deflects sound a little bit, but doesn't really stop it. Like Marcia pointed out with the toddler, 4 feet gives them some protection to keep them in the yard. But I understand it, and I understand. I think a lot of people want the privacy. They don't want to look at cars, and they don't want to look at delivery trucks, and they don't want to look at everybody walking by. And certainly the area has increased. But you know, we have a hard time providing a provision just because somebody wants that privacy, unfortunately. So, but you know, we will go through the process, and I appreciate your presentation. So don't take it that you're doing anything but a good job. You know, Jude will come out and take a look at the fence, correct?
Yes.
And we will take all these, everything that's been written, and you tell your clients too, if they need to add any more to this, they're welcome to.
I mean, I think my clients wrote a letter.
Yes,
They did.
sent it over.
They did.
Again.
But if they watch this and feel that something was not brought, they can write more to us, but because we'll be closing the public hearing tonight, but we can receive more written information. I just want to let you know that.
I'll definitely like to address some of your concerns in regards to opening the proverbial Pandora's box of asking for variances. I think the way we approach situations like this is important, and hypotheticals are there, but I think you know, we as a community, I think we want to make sure that everyone is sorted out after, and we want to make sure that everyone has an ability to enjoy their surroundings, of course. And you also want to make sure that it's safe. You also want to make sure that whatever it is that you do is within the realm of legal and safety. It's completely legal for them to ask for a variance. And, you know, I just don't want them to be blanketed with a response because of a probability that people might ask for variances. I think people are still going to continue to ask for variances.
Right. But I think the thing, not that we have to worry about that, but if we don't have specific cause here, and then we have to take all these factors into consideration. That, like I said, we have to look into this. If really the corner lots are supposed to be 3-foot fences. So if we start putting 6-foot fences on corners, that might block visibility. And that was we have to do a site visit.
I welcome that. I welcome that. I think once you do a site visit, I think it will change your perspective, so that you can sort of, you know, juxtapose and put yourself in the place of the client and see it from their eyes. That way they can get a fair shot at what they're trying to do. They're not trying to they're not trying to impede anyone's ability in the neighborhood or any safety issues in the neighborhood. They're just trying to be parents. I have 3 children, and that's all I know how to do is to be a parent. I don't know how to let go. My 2 daughters are in college right now, and I swear to you,
God bless you.
thank you. I hang on tight still.
Yeah.
Mom is like, oh no, they're gonna go do their thing. I'm like, yeah, they can do it, right? They can come back home and we can all do it together. But
Believe me, you'll be hanging on tight even when you don't want to hang on tight anymore.
it's the
That's
nature
kids,
of the
yeah.
business,
Yeah.
and I can really understand from their perspective. And you know, it's a very nice couple. You guys probably have not met them yet, but very, very nice people.
I'm sure.
And you know, I do want to have a favorable outcome tonight because not just because they're nice people, but I think a lot of T's are going to be crossed and I's are going to be dotted with this. I think we can say that this is going to add to the safety of that backyard for that young child, and it's also going to add to the ability to be able to, you know, enjoy that yard with some privacy and reduction in noise. I think it does cross those T's. Maybe it may not be as effective as another method, you know, or, you know, we can explore many different methods, but, you know, from a cost perspective and from just a perspective of safety and other things, I think it crosses a lot of those T's and dots a lot of those I's.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening, and I know I get to talk a little bit too much sometimes, but
Hey, you're doing a great job. Everybody should have you representing.
really,
Well,
I'm doing that good of a job.
Yeah, you're doing that.
We'll go out there and take a look, and we have her letter, which was very specific, which you went over. And we'll,
Yeah, so Jude, well, I don't know if she needs to meet anybody, or it's a pretty obvious place to look at, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's marked out at all where that corner of this, I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference, but I guess you have to imagine the corner being back about 10 feet off of Chestnut Hill and about 20 feet off of Sawkill Road.
Yeah,
About like that, yeah.
maybe more than 20 feet off of Chestnut,
Okay.
off of Sawkill Road.
we'll get an idea by seeing where the house is. And
Any other questions from the board? No, okay, so with that, and as I said, you know, we usually have 62 days to render a decision. We try to get it done sooner if we can, if we can get it done by the next meeting, if we don't have any other questions or things that we need to question, then we will try and get that. Next meeting is when, Michelle?
22nd.
The 22nd of December. Oh, we're gonna have I guess a Christmas Eve-ish meeting. Okay, so
It might be after the
Santa
holiday.
will bring a gift.
no Secret Santa this year. Okay, so your clients can always call the office here on the 23rd, you know, because then we'll
You have a decision by
you
then.
can just find out if we voted on it, because I can't say we'll definitely vote on it by then, but if we have voted on it, Michelle will know Friday, the 23rd, if we have. So with that, and except
Contiguous
for-
neighbors.
oh, we have to read the contiguous? Did you?
New York City DEP 71 Smith Street, and New York State PO Box 1800 Kingston, New York. That's it.
Did, huh? Okay, well, nobody, we mentioned contiguous neighbors, because usually if they're in the audience, they want to speak.
I thought there were
Oh,
like-
wait, no, that's not this
there was
one.
like 5 or 6
That's not
people.
We
right.
have a lot on this.
No, sorry, this is the wrong case.
Okay,
You have it, Gordon.
Yeah,
We have 6.
Yeah, you have it.
This one here.
Yes.
Yeah, there's Sylvia and Benjamin.
We was contacted by someone, and their name is not ringing a bell.
Well, here, let me read, I'm gonna read the contiguous neighbors now. Sylvia and Benjamin Law of 40 Washington Square, kind of just it's written all over the place here. I see how this is. John Natoli Jr. and Christine Larson of 368 Chestnut Hill Road. Judith Kerman, 362 Chestnut Hill Road. Craig L. Berger, 795 Xena Road. Cynthia and Eugene D. Figueredo.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm demolishing that. 793 Xena Road, and Lori Slavin, 354 Chestnut Hill Road. We did get a letter from Mr. Berger, I believe.
We got two. We got one from Mr. Berger, who is in favor of the construction of the fence, and we got one from Judith Kerman, who is not in favor of the variance.
Yeah, we'll definitely look at all that. So with that, I don't see anybody on the Zoom meeting. I don't see anybody in person to speak to this. So with that, and with everything I've mentioned, we can still receive written correspondence. I would like to close the public hearing. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. And then with that, we would like to recess case number 22-32. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. But thank you very much.
Thank you guys for seeing me. It was a pleasure and everything. Okay. Your face looks familiar.
Okay.
Don't know where from though.
Mugshot?
Is that kind of job?
I'm not sure. Hostage exchange.
The only
exchange.
familiar face I see here. I've seen you somewhere.
Okay.
Now when I drive by and look at those trees, I have a face to go for.
Ah, you love a
I
face.
remember when they first put them in, you lost one.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
remember seeing that.
Yeah, we lost one in the corner
Yeah,
because it was the only one that was in the bottom and we didn't water it. And
that's it.
yeah, so we did that because we put the pool in and we had all this excavated material from there.
Actually
And-
built the farm.
Yeah, so we went to the highway department because my wife was very concerned about cars running in. So we went to the highway department, we had them come out and they okayed us putting a berm there. And, you know, we just wanted to dress it up a bit. So, so it gives us a little bit of privacy. You know,
Thank you.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right. What else do we have to do?
We have some decisions to vote on,
Let's
Joe.
do it.
Are those candies?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they're for everybody. Michael's eyeing them, but.
Yeah, I am. Good.
Good night.
Good night, thank you.
All right.
They're for
Good night,
Good
sir.
night, thank
Stewards.
you. Oh. Sugar.
Keep having them.
That's not good for you guys.
Can
Tell me about it.
can I ask you a question? Did the town pass extraordinary resolution so someone you can participate by Zoom if there are
Yes.
extraordinary-
Yeah, you can participate by Zoom, but you
Yeah.
can't vote. And we
Yes,
need.
you can vote.
Actually, that's not true.
You can vote.
The law is if there's already a quorum,
Then you can?
somebody by Zoom can vote.
Okay.
Correct.
The person by Zoom cannot
We constitute a quorum,
be counted towards the quorum.
right?
Yeah.
so it's a-
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, good, that's great,
Okay,
excellent.
so we
You
can
know,
still
I
pipe in even from when
I'm gonna be in Texas.
you enjoying yourself in Texas, you can still come and see us. Hey, I did it from Motion City, so.
Yeah,
You know that I would have researched this before I was there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the boards and commissions I'm on, everybody's passing them, I just didn't know if the
Yeah, the town
the
did.
town had officially done it, but that's good to know.
How can we move on?
Yes.
Sure,
We're pushing 4, now you have other things to talk about. I know that.
that's an important matter.
I know how you think that, so. I know how that can be. So, moving on. I'd like to open ZBA case 22-28, Matthew Umergut. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution, based upon the standards for consideration of variances set forth in section 260-103B of this. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Before we start the resolution, does anybody wish to discuss this before going to the resolution? Looks like no's all around. Okay, so let me get back to the resolution. based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-103B of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock and area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock. Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32A, fences, walls, gates, and gates to allow the construction of a 96-foot long, 6-foot high fence in the front yard where only a 4-foot fence is allowed. Said variance is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows: Gordon Webb, aye. Mike Castiglione.
I agree.
Judith.
Aye.
Joseph.
Aye.
Marcia.
Aye.
And Martin is not here. So the vote carried. The resolution was adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, none opposed, none absent, and none abstaining.
You can sign it if you want, Gordon.
Yes, I will. I'm not used to doing that. I was even setting up my computer at home with a new big screen and realized I don't need it. Today's date is
The 8th.
12. Okay, with that, I would like to close ZBA case number 22-28.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Moving on. I would like to open up ZBA case number 22-29. Susan Burnett. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Does anybody wish to discuss this case before going to the resolution? Okay. Based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-103B of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, an area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32A, fences, walls, and gates to allow the construction of an 86-foot long, 6-foot high fence in the front yard where only a 4-foot fence is allowed. Said variance is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. Vote is as follows. Wemp, aye. Mike Castiglione.
Aye.
Judith Salato.
Aye.
Joseph Bellak.
Aye.
Marcia's willing.
Aye.
The resolution is adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, none opposed, none absent, and none abstaining. I would like to close ZBA case number 22-29. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
One second. Get my paperwork down here. Oh, number 2. So it's showing these little 5 in favors. Second, I'll be right back on the next one. Okay. Moving on. Like to open up ZBA case number 22-30. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wish to discuss this before moving to the resolution? Okay, based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-103B of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, an area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32, fences, walls, and gates, to allow the construction of a 6-foot high fence in the front yard where only a 4-foot fence is allowed. Said variance is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. So as follows: Gordon Webb, aye. Mike Castiglione. Aye. Judith Salato.
Aye.
Joseph Bellak.
Aye.
Marcia's willing.
Aye.
The resolution is adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, none opposed, none absent, and none abstaining. With that, I would like to close ZBA case number 22-30. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, I would like to open up ZBA case number 22-31. So sign that one. Nope, hold on a second. Well, I'd like to open up ZBA case 22-31. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, anybody wish to discuss this case before moving to the resolution? Okay, resolution based upon the standards for consideration of area variances and conditional upon compliance with stated representations, area variances from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, modification of required yards, section 260-26B, 2B for 21-foot infringement into a minimum required 25-foot side yard setback in order to construct a carport is hereby granted, subject to all the requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, the New York State property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows. Gordon Webb. Aye. Mike Castiglione.
Aye.
Judith Salado.
Aye.
Joseph Bellak.
Aye.
Marcia Swilling.
Aye.
The vote carried was adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, none opposed, none absent, none abstaining. Okay, so with that, I would like to close ZBA case 22-31. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and the only other thing, we have a new case, what, coming up next week, Matthew Weber. Variance for 6-foot infringement into a modified 25 front yard setback to construct a 3-season room. Anybody wish to put that one on their shoulders?
Happy to do it if you want. I don't have any right now,
Okay, sure.
but if someone else wants to do it, that's fine too. But I'm happy to do it.
Nope, it's yours.
Happy is good.
Okay, I'm taking it with me. So I
Stay
don't have to
happy.
email you, Michelle, to email.
All right, so I believe that's all business, and thank you, Joe, for straightening out the situation here.
Oh, yeah, it's very good.
What
Very
about
exciting.
this one?
What?
What's this one?
Which what one?
Christopher Austin. It was in my folder.
It's we just voted on that.
That was from the town hall one, Marcia. Did you go to the town hall meeting?
Yes.
You probably just didn't take it with you. You
Oh,
left
the
it in the
carport.
folder.
Right, we just voted on that.
Okay. I just got confused by addition to existing dwelling.
Right, it's the carport that we just voted on.
Okay, so that was at the town hall. meeting. That was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so without further ado, I would like to adjourn tonight's meeting. One second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.
We just leave this apparatus sprawled about, just turn you off.
Yep, all you have to do is just like Bill said, just turn off the computer, the screen, and leave everything else out. I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Right.
And happy birthday to me for tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Michelle. Have a
We're-
great one.
We're leaving you some gumdrops.
Yay!
You not taking the day off?
Yes. Yes.
No. It's all good.
Okay, thanks again.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.